So this is Luisito,
This is Jay Aguila.
and we're here to tell you the best and worst of the week. It should be
Here we go.
interesting, our picks. So let's start. I will say let's start with the worst. So at least we finish on a good note. So my three worst for the week are the feud between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. I feel like this continued from Survivor Series, him and Jey Uso, but I feel like, especially somebody Roman Reigns caliber, they need somebody of better talent and more. I feel more hype. Kevin Owens is a good filler, but I feel like you're missing out because they're not using Big E. You have other people in the roster that you could have contenders, especially for TLC. But let's see what happens on TLC. But I just wanted more for Roman Reigns. My second pick, it's Retribution, especially Reckoning. She's been built not wrong, but she lost her mask. Everybody supposed to keep their identity secret. We all know she was Mia Yim, but she lost her mask, and also she has 2 losses against Dana Brooke. Nothing against Dana Brooke, but you need to win, and I feel like she might be kicked off the curb pretty soon from Reckoning. And my last one, it's in NXT, which is a tag team match. It was between Imperium, Grizzled Young Vets, and Everrise. Grizzled Young Vets got it, but for me, it was the worst because I normally watch NXT and AEW side by side, and the match that was happening at the same time as this match was the FTR against the Varsity Blondes, and I feel like the Varsity Blondes FTR match caught my attention more than this 3-team tag team match, and even Everrise had almost a moment that they almost took the match. So just the programming and setup of this tag team division, it's a little crazy for NXT, but I feel like it was bad timing watching both shows at the same time. How about you?
So we're talking about the worst, right? You know damn well I'm not a big fan of the Forgotten Son because of what we spoke about in our full episode. Go check it out. But King Corbin in Murphy match is my number one pick of my worst match. And the funny thing too is we know that Murphy got the Mysterio family, and one of his achievements is dating, Mysterio's daughter. Really? Okay. But that's not the part that really got me like making it worse. King Corbin now has knights.
Mm-hmm.
And these knights are the 2 other members of the Forgotten Son, which are Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake. What the F? Now, we know that Blake and Murphy have history in the past in NXT, but seeing them now in SmackDown again as supporters, role players, it really boiled my bubble in a sense. And it's nothing against them. It's just like you guys just got a bad rep right now. Then my second pick still in SmackDown, and it goes to the Natalya versus Bayley match. Now, many of you say, "Oh, what's wrong with that match?" Well, if you think about it, Bayley is our previous WWE Women's Champion. She was the number 1 female wrestler according to the Wrestler magazine. You know what I'm saying? She was the number 1 for her accomplishment, and now we're deciding to bury her like that instead of her trying to, work with other people, still getting W, but still working with people. But we're trying to bury her down. Like, come on, guys, come on.
And also, I don't want to, I just add to that a little bit more. She was the first one eliminated in Survivor Series, and it's tough. I feel like it's gonna be a rough year for Bayley.
And lastly, I have to give it to the ending of the MJF versus Orange Cassidy for the ring, the Diamond Ring, whatever the titlement of that shit is called. Why is Miro involved? You know what I'm saying? Like, Miro, you already took care of Best Friends. What did Orange Cassidy did to you instead of being affiliated with Best Friend? God knows. But you took my man's opportunity to have a type of championship under his belt, under his career resume, for what? Nothing. And it really bugs me that we're not seeing Orange Cassidy getting a proper push that he deserved. So those are my 3 worst moments of the week.
All right. So the top three best of the week, I will say
Best.
my number one, Big E's new entrance. I like that they are reinforcing that he's a single star, giving him kind of like retro NXT entrance with the powder and everything, but well deserved for him to be
Shout out to Wale with the entrance music too.
an individual. I like that he's now we could take him serious as a single competitor and potentially some type of champion, intercontinental or I hope universal, but some type of champion. I'm glad that he's gonna get a push finally now.
WWE, please do not. Actually,
I think
actually, as a sidebar, I did read an article that Biggie may have a potential of having a WrestleMania moment for next year if everything works on his side, and he stay healthy, which I don't think that's a problem for him.
true.
But again, we could be seeing him in WrestleMania.
My number two is Kenny Omega's basically impact at impact. His everybody
The collector.
Yeah, he won the week before. He won the AEW championship. He basically ran away and he was like, "I'll see you on Tuesday." Basically, Kenny Omega like at Impact was kind of like the thing to watch on Tuesday for those who like
And
into
Wednesday.
wrestling and Wednesday. But Tuesday was like, what is Kenny gonna do? This is gonna be similar to what we saw back in the day, WCW, like going to a different company. The promo was okay, but I feel like it was throughout all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I even was checking Facebook. It was everything what everybody was talking, especially between the hours from 8 to 10 on Tuesday. I feel like the impact that he has at the moment for wrestling, I feel like it's important. And like you mentioned, potentially being a belt collector. So we'll see if that unfolds with different companies, but I know they have working relation with NWA and Impact. So let's see what happens. And my last one, I've been rooting for this guy since before he joined NXT, but his return from his injury and making an impact at NXT, Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, great promo, but he had to make a statement at the end, basically taking care of business against Damon Priest. And finally, Karrion Kross is back in the title picture. So, Finn Balor, watch out. He's coming. I think he might be next, but I'm glad that Karrion Kross is finally heel and back to NXT.
Word. So my favorite picks are majority is AEW because that's the brand I like to support. The opener for AEW, you know what I'm saying? The Young Bucks versus Hybrid 2. Great match, great element, great chemistry. Actually, number one for AEW are the tag team matches that we were able to witness. Because again, the Young Bucks versus Hybrid 2 was pretty dope. We had FTR versus the Varsity Blondes. That match was solid. We also had Ray Phoenix and Lance versus Eddie Kingston and the Butcher and the Blade. That match was pretty entertaining. So all the tag team match that AEW was able to offer us, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up in my book. Thank you for giving us some real tag team action, and not to diss the New Days, but come on. Your story is not really going nowhere with the Hurt Business. Second, I got to give it to the legend himself, Sting, talking to Cody. If you guys heard the full episode, you guys know my feeling about Sting, but the fact that he's there and also Shaq too, those two definitely deserve the number 2 spot because they helped the ratings guy getting close to 1 million view on Wednesday. So that shows you that AEW are making the right move at the right time. However, my third pick, surprisingly, is NXT because, okay, it's not the Ember Moon match. It's not the Pete Dunne. It's not the return of Cranium Crosby because Luisito already mentioned it. But it's the return of my man Finn Balor. And one thing for sure, Finn Balor is NXT. And the only person I believe that could help make this brand grow even higher naturally without no assistance from outside sources is Finn Balor. And I'm hoping at the end, he brings that number close enough that they decide to be like, you know what? We should not be taking numbers on Wednesday. We should be building them up on Tuesday with our man, Finn Balor.
Definitely.
So those are my 3 picks.
Definitely. And All right, so these are our picks for the week. I hope you guys go back and watch our show, as well as also review our top three. Let us know what you think about our picks, and also if you like to leave a comment about what are your top three for the week, you're welcome to. And all our social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. We're everywhere. Just look up Providence Lucha Talk on Google, and we'll be there.
We'll be there. So I'm Jay Aguila.
This is Luisito.
And we say goodnight.
See ya.
Deuce.